So the other day I was walking along in gut-wrenchingly cold weather when all of a sudden I came across a group of kids. And one of them said, "Hey, do you want to connect?" And the other said, "Sure, what's your Snapchat?" Needless to say, I felt like a fossil. And then I realized, oh, you're not 106 years old, you're just... And everything on social media is designed to make you feel, what's the term? Oh yeah, old as f***. So if you feel completely lost in our highly strung, overly excitable, unnecessarily histrionic digital world, this is so the video for you. Skirt skirt, do people still say that? Now it's an open secret that every single generation is fully convinced that theirs is the chosen generation, blazing the trail for all the ingrates that came after them. Your parents did it, your parents probably did it, and now you and I are gonna do it. Circle of life. So take a seat, you geriatric juvenile, and let us, with the power of our combined salt, hate on everything that makes us feel outdated. To the gods of the Tamagotchis and low-rise bell-bottoms, bestow on us your healing power. Amen. Everybody takes the stuff that they see online way too seriously. For some reason, we've all chosen to live and die by TikTok trend. Why? Lately, it seems like every single YouTube channel that pops up is either a drama channel or a reaction channel focusing on condemning social media behaviors, while ironically, unwittingly perpetuating said behaviors just by talking about them. I mean, don't hate the player, don't hate the game, hate the cheerleaders? Does anyone in real life actually care about who gets cancelled? Or a problematic political pundit's 7 a.m. Twitter ravings? Or an exhibitionist TikTok tween who is insistent on showing us all her nostril hairs? Real life, social media. Real life, social media. Real life, social media. Real life, social... Whoa. Who is this girl I see with nihilistic tendencies at the sure inanity of her existence? Regurgitation. Growing up, you and I had two stupid dogs, the Powerpuff Girls, Neutron, and Kenan and Kel, and Shock Zone. And today we have remakes. Remakes of everything. The well of innovation has all but dried up. I've seen this before. I want my money back. Now I understand that it could be hard to innovate in a world where we've already seen so much, but there doesn't even seem to be any attempt to try, which is what bugs me. Is that really all we have to look forward to? Popular games, TV shows, and musicals just being reimagined into a live action version? So now at this point, I got depressed and took another walk. Look, here are some leaves. Let's create an aesthetic montage to transport us back to those early 2000 music videos that were oversaturated and looked like they were filmed on the surface of the sun. The next thing that makes me feel old. Twitch. Twitch. Twitch forces us to learn a whole new vernacular every 2 weeks. Moving on. Everyone nowadays is just hopelessly black-pilled in a way where it's not really cool anymore. Suddenly everything is a hellish, hedonistic, beyond hope nightmare. It's like everyone is kind of worn down and you can see it in their eyes. There's no more sense of joy or wonderment. Like we all collectively went into battle, saw guts being spewed everywhere, and developed survivor's guilt, but also as a barrier to shield ourselves from possible future disappointment. To put it into perspective, it's like we function on just two modes. The first is pure apathy, where we could literally see a homicide taking place in front of us and we wouldn't bat an eyelid. And the second mode is pure mob outrage on Twitter at the dumbest stuff. Like a celebrity who did something questionable 20 years ago. For these types of things, I always like to revert to Dave Chappelle's Care Bear segment.
I used to watch a cartoon when I was growing up called Care Bears. It was about a group of teddy bear people that cared about each other and everything else. Very, very loving group of beings. And when shit got real bad, as nice as those teddy bears were, they didn't get mean-faced. And them little teddy bears would lock arms and stare at the problem. Actual love would shoot out of their chest. And when we grew up, we wanted to be like those bears.
It was cool when it was ironic, but now that it's actually real life, it's just scary. Yep, they haven't uploaded in 3 years, 2 months, and 5 days. They just left, abandoned you, fed you to the dogs. For years, you watched these YouTubers, people who were big circa 2010, and they helped you grow up. And now that you're grown up, you still kind of need them. Like, we still need somebody to tell us that our depression is debilitating but not a death sentence, that you're an outcast who's finally come home, or just basically anyone who can articulate all of your intrusive thoughts and normalize them, just so you don't feel like a raging psychopath. It's the little things. So, yeah, I don't know how to end this.